Hello.
Thank you for being here today. If you think wrinkles are bad, the sun is much worse. Today, I'd like to talk to you about how to take care of your skin and how to avoid excess exposure to the sun's dangerous UV rays. While working in dermatology, I have learned a lot about skin and skin cancers. After working in dermatology, I have learned the risk I was putting myself without protecting my skin to the sun's damaging UV rays. As a child, I loved to be outside. I didn't know what sunscreen was and wasn't protecting my skin properly. As a medical assistant, I have been exposed and assisted in surgical procedures removing skin cancers anywhere from the top of our scalp, our ears, to the bottom of our feet. After being exposed to this side of medicine, I am being properly trained and hands-on, one-on-one with the doctors. I have learned how to properly take care of my skin and the proper items and clothing to use to be able to protect those from the UV rays. First and foremost, let's talk about what is a skin cancer. The skin cancers are damaged cells that form in the outermost layer of our skin called the epidermis. This is the outer layer of our skin that is directly exposed to the sun and the layer we can see with our naked eye. Skin cancers are caused by the unrepaired DNA that trigger mutation to the surrounding skin tissue. Skin cancers can be developed anywhere in the body, most frequently those that are frequently exposed to sun, like our face, ears, and arms, but it doesn't stop there. Skin cancers can also be developed in areas not so frequently exposed to the sun, like the palms of our hands, our groin, and beneath our fingernails. Now, you might ask yourself, how do we get skin cancer? You might have heard a story or two about our elders and their younger days, sunbathing in baby oil outside, not really protecting their skin. That's it. The sun is the first most cause of skin cancer. The second cause are tanning beds. Our skin is the largest organ in our body and we need to take care of it. Now that we are a little bit more familiar with how we get skin cancers, let's talk about one specific type, squamous cell carcinoma. Squamous cell carcinoma is the second most common type of skin cancer. They're very quickly to grow and do have the potential to become invasive. Squamous cell carcinomas have the ability to affect our bones and our surrounding lymph nodes. Squamous cell carcinomas are a little bit more common in people who are a little older in age, those who have gray, green, or blue eyes, and then those who are a little bit more fair skin tone. Now, there are different ways you can spot skin cancer. First is going to your dermatologist. Getting a full body yearly checkup by your dermatologist is the best way to keep track of your moles and having a professional being able to diagnose, treat, or prevent skin cancers. Another way you can detect a skin cancer is doing home checks. I know we're not all doctors. We don't have time to be going to doctors every year, 6 times a year, 4 times a year. You can do home checks on your moles. Changes you want to look for are changes in size, color, or shape. And if you notice any of these changes, it is a sign that it might be a developing skin cancer. Make sure you contact your dermatologist and get this properly evaluated and possibly have a biopsy taken of that area to define a definitive diagnosis. Now that I've scared you a little bit, let's go over things you can do to prevent this from happening. First and foremost, the most important thing you can do is try to avoid the sun during its peak hour. Another way you can protect your skin is by wearing sunscreen and protective clothing. You can wear long sleeve. I know there are nowadays clothing that already have SPF built into them. Those are great types of clothing if you're going to go golfing, to the beach, anywhere out and about. Make sure you are protecting your skin. Another way to protect your skin and avoid sun damage, avoid tanning beds. This is just as dangerous as the sun and causes the same sun damage. Any of these tips, alongside with your regular checks with your dermatologist, all can help prevent and detect skin cancers. Now, let's review all that we discussed today. By now, we should all know that the sun is very damaging and we really need to protect our skin from it. Remember, skin cancers can develop anywhere on the body. It does not have to be necessarily in those areas that are frequently exposed to the sun. Keep in mind, the sun is only your friend if you protect your skin properly. Thank you. Have a great night.